I think we should be live. Hello and welcome to the final part of this story event. Now, whether or not we finish, I believe we should have enough time. But it ends in, let me see, 17 hours. So like, yeah, if we don't get it done today, we're just never gonna get it done. I don't know how many. Okay, so we have 3 more parts to go through. Yay! Detestable mankind. Live boldly. Why does it matter? No one cares even if they did. Who are they to judge? During the polar night, daylight is fleeting. The wind of Moonfagra carry time, what? Banishing sunlight and bringing the stars. Clouds scattered along the jagged ridges of the island, merging with the snow that clings to the earth, hiding in its every wrinkle. You stand at the highest point, at the edge of the world worn thin. From there you gaze in all directions, choosing your path. Yeah, so there's just things that are not unlockable. I'm guessing I can unlock this on a future run, though. I'm gonna head north. You return to Stene's household, and from a distance, you notice the long shut door slightly ajar. As you draw closer, you find an unfamiliar scholar seated inside, surrounded by a pile of hastily flipped through books. You recognize these books, once hidden behind the basement doors. Who are you, and where's Steny? My god, it's Explorer! No, still no. Steny is playing us for fools. They haven't figured it out yet. Figured out what? The non-linearity of time, the folding of space, the very truths of God. Truths? You're not from this island, are you? No one from the Temporal Science Society would ever question that notion. I'm not from this island, but I am a member of the Temporal Science Society. Releases the books, stand in a daze, then begins to walk out. Mr. Gosnor said that God holds the ultimate answers to all things, but I've never seen the gods. Surveys the room, confirming that there's no trace of Steny, then follows him. Where are you going? The ceremony begins tomorrow. I'll wait by the Black Gate tonight. If it opens, I will step onto the altar of truth. Actually, I'm gonna try to do all the endings in this thing as well. If there's anything we have done before, actually no, I think when we're choosing the choices, I'm not going to read it out loud, but I will read the endings out loud, right? So we're just gonna read everything through the first time around, then once we get to the endings, we're just going to, you know, what the, huh? Someone added me? Oh shit, I have things that must be done. Oh my god. We're gonna handle that later though. Oh, wait, did I get kicked out? Oh. I didn't even realize. I can't believe it. Okay. The ceremony begins tomorrow. I'll wait by the Black Gate tonight. If it opens, I'll step onto the altar of truth. You seem educated, but how can you be so foolish? Your faith is a lie, a fabrication by Gusnor to control you. Oh god, I have so much shit to do. I just realized. Holy fuck, I hate school. Maybe I should just drop out, actually. Like, I'm pretty close to getting my degree, though, so it's a waste. But I'm, like, so fucking done, honestly. How do you substantiate such a claim? Didn't you just say you've never seen God? Just because I've never seen it, does that mean it doesn't exist? I've never seen it, so of course it doesn't exist. Let me tell you a story. In a flat existence, Depicted on a canvas, there lived a realm of two-dimensional beings, triangles, rectangles, polygons, circles, and other flat shapes, all forming its citizens. One day, a scholar, a square by birth, proposed a concept called the cube. Yet the notion of three-dimensionality was so alien to the flat world that the scholar himself, unable to prove his idea, was branded a heretic and cast into prison. In his cell, the square scholar wrote down the dream he had about the cube. The square scholar had once encountered a mysterious visitor who claimed to come from a higher dimension. The visitor spoke. Thus, a point moved to form a line moves to form a square, and a square moves to form a cube. The square scholar struggled to relate to the visitor's description of a higher dimensional space on it to his own two-dimensional world. He pondered long, but could not fathom how a cube could form by moving north. The visitor spoke again. The space I described contains not just the length and width, but a dimension your people can barely comprehend, height. Therefore, you must move upwards, not north. Actually, this is something I kind of remember. I talked about this back in like middle school with my friends, but like someone asked me, how do you tell what is the length and what is the width? And I said, is it really different? Why don't you just like they're the same thing, you just describe the number to whichever one you want, right? And then she went to like her other friend, right? And she was like, she just said that it was the same thing. And like they were like, she said it in like a way like, damn, this girl's stupid. And I'm like, bro. And then like I was like, damn, maybe I am stupid, because I was doing really bad at math at the time. Like I was fucking like, I passed that class because I was constantly cheating, right? And like the teachers knew I was cheating. Like literally on the test, I did not study. I did not know shit. And people like my friend, she was just giving me the answers. Like, okay, so the answer to this one is this. And the teacher would walk by and be like, hey, you can't do that. He walks away. Okay, so the answer is this. So, like, at the time, I did think, like, maybe I am stupid. Like, you know, the self-doubt or whatever. But then I grew up, and it turns out, no, I wasn't wrong. Like, years later, I realized I wasn't wrong. You see, I may be dumb as fuck, but I'm not dumb as fuck. I'm only dumb because I don't, actually gain information, I guess. I am thinking, I'm trying to, like, plan things out, and I have no idea what I want to do, bro. Like, life is suffering right now. I just want to drink my coffee right now, but if I drink, then I cannot keep talking, and that sucks. I kind of wish that I could just be quiet on stream at times, but then it's like, that's not good. I have to keep speaking. I'm so tempted to just mute my mic and go autoplay. The visitor spoke again. The space I describe, what? Who? Oh, it's the fucking project again. Okay. The visitor spoke again. The space I described contains not just length and width, but a dimension your people can barely comprehend. Height. Therefore, you must move upwards, not north. To demonstrate the reality of this three-dimensional space, the visitor altered his height, enlarging or shrinking at will within the flat plane. Even leap. Oh my god. Okay. To demonstrate the reality of this three-dimensional space, the visitor altered his height, enlarging or shrinking at will within the flat plane, even leaping instantly to another part of the plane. This defied the square scholar's understanding, far beyond the science of the flat realm. So, the visitor took the square scholar beyond the plane into three-dimensional space, where they looked down upon the entire flat world. For the first time, the square scholar stood in the presence of the dimension height and surveyed his world from this new perspective. He saw this familiar surrounding, yet the sight shattered his understanding. The scholar awoke from the dream, deeply shaken and terrified. The dream filled the square scholar with an awareness of the ignorance and arrogance of his fellow flat beings. It also strengthened his resolve to seek the true nature of the world. He began sharing the knowledge of higher dimensional space with others. However, the limits of language and understanding prevented him from clearly articulating the concept of a cube. The flat dweller, having never seen such a thing, rejected the scholar's idea as madness. As time wore on, the square's understanding of the three-dimensional world became increasingly obscure. In the end, he could only recall one phrase from the dream, a phrase that seemed to open his mind, as though spoken by a divine being: upwards, not north. Upwards, not north. Can you truly claim that seeing is believing, and not seeing makes it merely an illusion? I cannot say for certain, but I do not see the need to linger on such thoughts. The ground beneath my feet is real. If I spend my days fretting over today and fearing tomorrow, then what is the point of living? Prisoner in the cave, I pity you. I pity you more, mad square scholar. Right now, the only thing I care to know is where Stenny has gone. He still owes me something. We are all prisoners, shackled by stones in our cave. This time it's his turn to play the heretic. Go to the heart of the island and see for yourself. You hurry towards the center of the island, where the midwinter festival is being held. In the distance you see a massive bonfire, so large it seems to smear the sky with its light. Around it a ring of islanders sit motionless. Your first instinct is to... The islanders turn their head towards you, but Stenny is nowhere to be seen amongst the strange faces. Stenny is no longer here. What are you holding? Lamb, didn't I tell you? There's always a feast during the midwinter festival. Oh no! You stare at the plate of meat, your gaze stiffly shifting towards the flames. The bonfire is so large that the heat keeps you at a distance. It crackles with life, but no human voices accompany it as you watch the islanders roast their food by the fire. An unsettling feeling grows in your gut. In that moment, a sudden clarity washes over you. You understand Skiv's thoughts, grasp his plans, and you want to see it through. You trust your instincts, and you already know the truth, one that must remain unspoken. You turn towards the western edge of the island, wondering if Skiv isn't the only one who will be there. Perhaps Gusnar will be there as well. Enter Moonfogra. No, Stenny! Let's go down this way first. There's nothing down this way. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, this was blocking me before. I circumvented it. This seems important. I'm gonna ignore you. Discover the butterfly field. Oh, let me look at the water. Right. This tree. This is where I started is from. Priestess over there. Okay, let me... So this should be the butterfly field. Okay, there we go. I'll do you first. I'm guessing this is where Axe Boy is going to be. I'm going to take a little pause so I can just set things up because I have other businesses I need to do once the stream ends. I am suffering and dying. It sucks so much. Where's my charger? What the fuck? Oh, I never took it. Okay, I see. My leg is numb. Hang on. It's cold now. Man, a nice cold coffee at 7 p.m. at night is great, bro. I want to eat something right now. Mostly chicken. Like fried chicken. This is absurd. How could anyone compare themselves to a fly? If that's the case, why not pin a fly instead of a butterfly? Wonder why that's important specifically. It's like they wanted us to investigate that. Okay, let's talk to you. Someone once said that the people are neither all good nor all bad, but a mixture of nobility and ordinariness, kindness and cruelty. If we're not perfect, how can we judge others by our own standards? You don't need to chase perfection. Perfection itself is violence. If you burden yourself too high a moral code, aren't you just placing yourself on a pedestal? But from where I stand, I don't want you to be trapped by this island's troubles. Don't overthink it. Be a little more selfish. What you're doing isn't for justice. It's simply following Skiv's plan. You're trading interests, not ideals. Don't let morality enslave you. I think Composer is by far the most trustworthy person on this island. Like Steny and like Axeboy, I kind of say like, oh, I trust them. They seem trustworthy or whatever. But they're like, it is questionable what their intentions are. I think with Composer is very simple what his intentions are. He's just here. Like, he's one of the few people whose faces are not obscured and don't look weird, right? Like, Axeboy, I don't think his face is exactly obscured, but let's just be honest, he does not look like a normal human being compared to, like, Archer and Composer. But Composer hasn't had, like, a really big part in the story. He's just more like our fellow sailor who's just fucking done with our shit. Like, goddamn, you are so annoying. Intense sighing. Alright, let's look at this. These were the objects the old sect worshipped. They call it the Black Gate. Sacred, they said. But after the new sect took over Moonfogral, no one cared for it anymore. Now it marks a path leading to a hidden cave beneath the cliff. It resembles the ascetics' sect pattern, almost like an eye. The black stone is a pupil. What does the carving say? I can't understand it. Perhaps only Steny or Gusnor can read it. Oh no. Who carved this black stone? No one. It's natural. But who has etched words into it? I've written on it too, in a language I no longer understand. Gusnor said it's a formula about time and space. It's not only complicated, but also seems to be more difficult to understand. How can we calculate such intangible things? Time and space are beyond our grasp. Did that German doctor make you smarter with that surgery? Yes, brain surgery. It sounds horrific, but I was given medicine. I slept through it. When I woke, I had no memory of it. Afterwards, both the doctor and Professor Amuna were pleased, but my friends didn't like me much anymore. I don't know why they didn't like me. They used to play with me when I wasn't so smart. I think maybe after I became smarter, I said something that upset them. I was alone. My only friends were, God, what is that fucking letter? Okay, I'm gonna see if I can search it up. Math symbols. We're gonna see if we can find where it is. It's not a square root. Okay. Mathematical consonants. I think that's correct. I need to go piss as well. God, everything is inconveniencing me and making me want to like end the stream or like at least pause the stream. But like I swear to God, anytime I like go walk away. Okay, here it is. Laplace limit constants. Can I copy and paste you? No. well, we can search that up. I am curious what it is used for. Because I see it a lot. It's for limits? Yeah, I've been using limits a lot. Oh, I think I know what it is. Wait, is it like... No, that's not what I use it for. What do I use it for? Because that's not what I'm using it for. What is this thing? Oh my god. Bro, this is driving me insane. It's like I am on the cusp of figuring things out, but nowhere near it either. I have so many things I want to complain about right now, bro. Like, I do not feel like I'm doing good as like a programmer. And like, I just think like I'm better off just like going to like fucking customer service or some shit and like just living my life as a low tier human or whatever. Because like, bro, my friend, he dropped out of college and he like basically started working at like retail, and I don't really know how exactly things are going with him super, but like from what I know, he is happier than when he was like in school and shit. And it's like I just want a break. Like, I've been wanting to take a break for so fucking long. Like, I feel like I've been burnt out or like just mentally not able to continue since like since last year, or like a little bit, maybe even a little bit before then. Like, I feel like I've just not been doing well, and it's like I just been wanting nothing more than to stop. But it's like, bro, like Asians like Asian parents, they don't understand that. They just think like school is the most important thing. Why would you stop? You have to keep going, and it's fucking insane. Like, I'll, like at this point, I'm just like, I just kind of want to die. Fucking done, bro. Like, this channel and like just playing IDV is the only thing that is like, I feel like makes me want to even like look forward to tomorrow. It's like anytime I like go to school, I just can't help but think about like, God, when is this class gonna end? I just want out. And like, I remember at the beginning of the semester, I was like trying, I was taking notes, and like I just couldn't understand things. And then as the semester kept going on, I just fell further and further behind. I mean, I'm going to probably pass at least 2 of my class, but 1 of my class I'm outright gonna fail. Like, it's fucking, like, I'm just thinking, like, I don't even, like, registration for my classes opened recently, so it's like, I need to, like, register for classes right now, right? But I'm just thinking, what if I don't? Like, what if I just stop? Just, like, don't even try anymore. Like, I'm so, like, I legit feel like I cannot do it anymore. Like, it's like every time I wake up, I'm just thinking, damn, it would be nice if I stop waking up. So I'm just kind of thinking, maybe I just won't register for my classes and I'll just try to look for a job instead. But it's like, if I'm so close to the end, I just gotta keep pushing. But like, I just don't want to anymore. Like, I don't know, bro. I'm gonna see what I can do and try my best, I guess. But for the most part, I think like my main goal was just to get the degree and just not do anything really. Like, I'm gonna have it. What the hell am I gonna do with it? I haven't like gotten like any kind of internship or any kind of like opportunities for a job so far. So I was like, fuck. What am I gonna do about that, bro? I'm just gonna have it just so I can have it at this rate. That's all I want. Just so I can stop having to worry about it, and I'm just gonna never do school again. Like, I had a friend. She was like, all I want is to continue going to school forever and ever. I don't want to like leave, like graduate or anything. And it's like, I don't even I kind of don't want to graduate either, but in a way of like, I just don't want to like continue this process. Just like quit at 75. We're almost at end game. I'm down. I can't do this anymore. Let me die. Ah! kill myself so badly is all I ever think about nowadays. Is every day, every hour, I just think about I want to die. Is that bad? I feel like it's kind of normal, honestly. You'll get used to it. Everyone is a little suicidal in life. I do not know anyone who's not, honestly. I feel like it's more abnormal to want to live and be happy. Or like, not like want to be happy. Everyone wants to be happy. But I feel like it's abnormal to like have that kind of happiness. And like want to, I guess, continue living or something. Maybe I'm just in a bad corner of like the internet or something though. Maybe I just had maybe I just met people who are just like in the worst of states. I don't fucking know. It's my vibes. I attract sad people. Buried myself in my research. The doctor sent what I worked on back to Moonfogra, and then Stenny received it. He was pleased, but then had it in like I don't want to even read anymore. I just want to finish the event. Back then, but then Stenny and Gusner had a disagreement. Stenny ate some papers in front of everyone. I was shocked. How could he eat paper? After that, everyone said Stenny had lost his mind. He was unstable, so Gusner took me in. Unlocked. Hidden storyline, the fall of Moonfogra. I'm gonna just read everything as quickly as possible so I could get this over with as quickly as possible. Is Stenny's secret connection to the outside world tied to the pond? There's another one near his house. Ah. Did you know I've been to this island many years ago? You're not the only one who's been here. You saved me. I was with the old sect then. The new sect was hunting us, coming for our blood. They caught me and was about to throw me on the bonfire. You broke in and saved me. It was you who gave me the flower bracelet. A gift, you said, from your second... My throat feels like there's like a hair stuck inside it. I can't tell if that's the pollen or there's like actually something stuck in it. From your second brother. Those yellow flowers were sunflowers, symbols of hope. You told me real sunflowers were much larger, symbols of even greater hope. Later, when I joined the new sect, I told Gusnor I wanted to see a real sunflower. On the third merchant ship to the island, he did bring me one, but they withered here. Perhaps there's no hope on this island after all. Don't play the martyr. You joined the new sect, did things to your old comrades that went too far. Even the pitiful can be hateful. Everyone is multifaceted. Who amongst us is wholly good or wholly evil? You can see that both as Stenny and Gusnor. Okay, so now we just talk to Priestess and we'll be done with today's event. Maybe I should take a break, bro. Just been so tired. What will you do? What? What did I click on? I didn't mean to click that. Whoops. Well, the priestess isn't important anyways. No one likes the priestess anyways. They're nothing but roaches. This thing is driving me crazy. Oh yeah, I read this in the last stream, so we're not gonna read this again. We're just gonna skip the... Oh my god, no! Okay, I'm not doing this. No! Shut up! I hate the red dot. It's gonna drive me insane until the event ends. God damn it! I'm gonna be driven insane. Holy shit. Like, bro, the red dots, they kill me on the inside. It's like I want to get rid of it, but it takes so long to get rid of it. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna, like, skip the event. We're gonna take a pause so I can mentally just, like, live out my horrors. Or, like, not... oh, there. Okay, we can skip all that. Okay, yeah. Let's just... We got the... Oh my god. I hate things I cannot skip. No. We did this yesterday. Refuse. I'm not... Oh god, we have to play the fucking minigame? This is not skippable? You, and you? Look at these bots. Being stupid. Any moment now. Any moment now. Why must I... Yay, okay, chapter ended. There we go. Oh no, there's another red dot. Okay, let's just collect everything. And now we're gonna have like... is this gonna actually be an issue? If I don't eliminate the red dots? I hope it isn't. We're gonna back out for a bit. And clear out this thing with the item. Okay, so yeah, it cleared out. Yay! Now we don't have to look at it. Alright, but shit. Like, I cannot think right now. Mentally, I think I need a break. To be honest, I don't even want to read the event too much. So I'm kind of just thinking maybe I'll just mute myself and like let the auto play. It's like, the story is interesting, but like, it's just I'm not in the mood for reading right now. And like, I haven't really had any good time to play or like read for the last, I don't know how long. Because like, the only times I have like the energy and like motivation to do things is like when it's late. And then when that happens, I can't because my family's home. And then what's gonna happen? They start yelling outside my door and I have to like constantly go like be ready to like mute my microphone or just try to yell over them and stuff. And like, yeah, that's like just the thing with living with people, I guess, you know, like they're gonna like be loud and stuff. You have to like deal with it. But then it's just like there's no like good opportunities to like stream to avoid that kind of thing, right? That's like, I don't know. Just never have the energy, I never have the motivation, and then I never have like the good atmosphere or time to do it. So it's just I never have any good time to do these kind of things. So you just have to force yourself if you want to get things done, I guess. And like, this is a very small example. This is like an easier example, just reading something. But like bigger examples, like projects and stuff like that, like I want to make a game and I want to write a story and stuff like that. I want to make a webcomic, things like that. Those take a lot more time and work, and it's just... it's hopeless, man. It sucks. But yeah, I'm gonna take a break. Just for a little bit, and maybe just to grab some snacks. I don't know. Maybe something to help keep me chugging along without feeling whatever I'm feeling. Doopa doopa doopa. I'll be right back. I think something that's nice right now, though, is the fact that I don't really have any viewers. It's easier to just, like, honestly, like, for a good while, when I first started, I was very careful about what I said and what I felt, because it was like, I couldn't, like, I didn't want anything to ever be, like, on the internet that wasn't, like, that would be, like, really bad, I guess. And to be honest, being like, yeah, I'm ready to kill myself is, like, a really bad thing to say. But I think as time went on, I just was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, how many people in the VTuber space is not fucking suicide? Like, bro, if you're a VTuber, you're, like, mentally ill already as well. Like, maybe you're not voicing it as much as I am, but, like, there's definitely people who are voicing it, bro. Like, fuck, you know what? Like, I like having my streaming channel because it's a nice place where, like, I could just be alone-ish and just vent my frustrations. I have, like, no one else to vent to, right? Because, like, fuck, a lot of times, is either, like, the only thing people want to talk to me about is either school, because, like, a lot of my friends were like, okay, like, I guess this is my fault for being Asian and being friends with Asian people. But they just want to talk about school and, like, what more you can do, like, what more you can do to progress, and I don't want to talk about shit about that. I'm so, like, I don't want to hear about, like, how you guys are going to a better school, you guys are, like, how much, like, better it is, and how much more difficult it is, and how much I'm missing out. Like, I don't want to hear all that, right? And I don't want to talk about what more I can do for, like, my school, what more I can do for my projects and shit like that. Like, what more can I do? I know there's so much more I can do. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to think about it, right? So, like, here, we don't gotta think about that. I mean, sure, we are thinking about it, but, like, we don't have to, like, is a place where, like, I don't know, like, I can't really rant to them because, like, fuck, it's like, anytime I do complain, like, I'm just, like, struggling, I'm just not mentally up for it, I just don't even want to try anymore. Well, you gotta keep trying, like, I just want to live my life as a, like, you know, a janitor at night, and just, like, clean things, like, put on my headphones, and listen to my music, clean things, and not talk to people, and just, like, live a quiet, low-tier life or whatever. And then she's like, no, you gotta push yourself, you gotta keep going further. I don't want to fucking go further. It's like, I don't get, like, I don't get how people can listen to someone basically tell you, I am struggling, and you just tell them, don't. Like, yeah. Like, I get it, right? Like, logically speaking, you have to keep pushing forward and you have to do better, right? But, like, I'm not saying this because I want advice or I want to, like, I don't know this. I'm saying it because I am feeling shit, right? And that's why this channel is nice. Because I'm allowed to just feel like shit and, like, just vent it all out and then go back to my IRL normal life and just continue chugging along, being a more reliable, strong leader type that apparently I am. I don't see how I am that, but apparently I am seen as reliable. I am seen as strong by a lot of people. I don't get that. Like, really? Me? I'm reliable. I'm all out of coffee now. Wait, I'm gonna have a bottle of water. I'm out of coffee, so I have no liquids. How can you be certain that what you believe has not been altered by human desire? How can you be certain that what you persist in is not merely a product of human natural indulgence? How can you be certain that what remains unverifiable is not simply the result of cognitive limitations? How can you dismiss what you wish to change when it has no bearing on this error? Below the cliff indeed lies a cave, the stones at the entrance worn smooth by the flowing water, now further encrusted with ice, making it even more difficult to stand on. As you near the cave's entrance, the smell of rotting sea squirts and damp parchment fill your nostrils. The ground beneath your boots is sticky, littered with white tooth-like pebbles, covered in muck. You force yourself not to think too much about it. The cave stretches deep, seemingly endless. Just as the torch in your hand begins to flicker out, you notice carvings on the stone wall. Raising the torch, you see that they are large murals painted with a fixture of whale oil and pigments. At that moment, your torch sputters out, and suddenly a soft orange glow appears in the distance. A row of torches along the wall flare to life, drawing you closer and revealing the shadowy figure that has been silently standing beside you all along, grabbing you as you stumble backwards. Watch out! Good evening, Miss Viluf. I heard from Civic. Heard what? That you wish to avoid the 3-7 sacrifice and leave Moonfogel. Your pupils constrict, and Stenny's voice suddenly echoes in your mind. So that's it. I've been betrayed. What will you do? I will believe... No. Do I believe him? Fuck. This is a test, and your reaction has certainly been dramatic. Gusnor smiles politely, his expression unshaken, and escorts you out of the cave. After returning, you come to a troubling realization. Gusnor sees through you entirely. He knows something is weighing on your mind, and Selvig will surely cut ties to save his own skin. Oh, oops. Abandoned associates ended like this. Oh, I meant... Yeah, I believe in him. If you wish to hide something, silence is the worst strategy. Mixing truth with falsehood is second-rated. But the true art of concealment lies in telling most of the truth while leaving out the crucial parts. After all, human thoughts are disconnected. True understanding is elusive. Even in face-to-face conversation, misunderstandings can arise. Let alone when the speaker wants the listener to be misled. Maintain composure. Okay. Yes, I've been here for a year or maybe longer. Thank you for your care all this time. My wounds have healed, and I believe it's time I left. Of course, you are free to leave whenever you wish. No one here is forced to stay. However, look, Moonfogel has entered the polar night. My finger's like salty. Like, you know how salt like draws out moisture? I feel like that's what happened to my finger. It feels like it's like getting drier just by having the salt on it. Like my fingers feel like when you put your hands in water, and then it wrinkles or something. It feels like it's starting to wrinkle a little bit. Like it has a weird softness to it. I don't know. Maybe not softness. It's like a thicker feeling. Moonfogel has entered the polar night. Merchant ships won't come. Our fishing boats won't sail. It's far too dangerous at this time. Resources are scarce. Why not wait until the polar night is over? I'll personally escort you from the island when it's safe. Don't trouble yourselves. I know how to navigate. Just lend me a boat, and I'll be on my way. Are we starving you or freezing you, Miss Viluf? No, that's not the issue. Then is it the people here that are... Is it that the people here are unfriendly to you? No. Or perhaps you have someone waiting for you off the island, a home to return to. Then why the hurry to leave? Moonfogel is isolated, far from the mainland. Resources are limited. Every ship is precious to us. I know it seems harsh, but I'm strict with the ships for the sake of everyone's safety and well-being. So you won't let me go. Please, don't make it sound like I'm imprisoning you, Miss Viluf. It's your safety I'm concerned with. You're just a young girl after all. How about this? Since you've already discovered the cave, let me show you around. This place holds the history and faith of Moonfogel. In a way, it's like an ancestral hall for our people. Okay, I'm gonna follow him. Feeling a bit lightheaded. Are you sure it's well ventilated in here? Of course. It's just that you're not used to the darkness and confinement. Try not to think about it too much. Come, let me show you these murals. They're quite remarkable. I don't understand them. I'll explain. It's an interesting legend. Alright, we're gonna take a slight break so I can eat a potato chip. I'll take a potato chip and eat it too. Actually, I never watched Death Note. I don't know what that scene means. I just know it's a meme. Actually, I know a lot of the more obscure crossovers for IDV, but I don't know like some of the more famous ones. Like, I don't know, like, I haven't seen Death Note, I haven't seen Bodunk Stray Dogs, and I haven't seen, like, Link Cost. But I have seen, like, Exaholic, Danganronpa, Persona 5. Okay, they're, like, Persona 5 and Danganronpa are far from obscure. I'll explain. It's an interesting legend. Maybe next time. My head's a bit muddled. I just need some peace right now. Long ago, when the island tribes still fought amongst themselves for the few resources they had, one day the eldest son of the family was out tending his sheep on the hillside. He was ambushed by a rival tribe who stole his sheep and cast him off a cliff. Though he survived, he broke his leg and was left to cry out from a cave at the bottom. His cries drew attention of a god. The god asked, "Why do you weep?" The eldest son replied, "Oh God, I have broke my leg and cannot climb up the cliff. Can you heal me?" The god said, "I cannot heal your injury, but I can turn back time for you." When the eldest son opened his eyes again, he found himself back in his bed, the sun just rising and his leg whole. The sheep were grazing outside his window. The eldest son shared his experience with his family. "Water, do you have any? My head is starting to spin." Yes, just ahead. The next day, the second son arrived at the stone door to call upon the god. The second son said, "Oh God, the neighboring tribe is always at war with us. Can you grant me the strength to defeat them?" The god replied, "I cannot make you stronger, but I can give you the means to overcome them." When the second son opened his eyes again, he discovered that he had been granted the power to stop time. With his newfound ability, he swiftly defeated the invaders who had came to steal their sheep. "I'm starting to feel a bit wary. Could you slow down?" It's kind of like how I feel. Like, damn, this story is like so much right now. Bro, my head is also spinning. But it's also because I'm like reading shit. Like, just continuously talking and like not taking as much of a pause as I would normally is like also wearing me down, bro. I'm not used to this. I cannot make it as a streamer. Sad face. Starting to feel a bit weary. Could you slow down? On the third day, the third son came to the stone door and called upon the god. The third son said, "Oh God, our island has so few resources, and whaling is so perilous. Could you make the sheep grow like grass from the soil?" The god said, "I cannot make the sheep grow like grass from the soil, but I can grant you a way to claim them with ease." The third son opened his eyes and found the world no longer bound him. With a single step, he crossed the sea, arriving in a foreign land where sheep grazed, waiting to be claimed. What was that? The mural! It moved! I swear! Was it just the fire? No, that's not it. You saw it, right? You must have seen it. Hey, answer me! On the fourth day, the fourth son came. How many sons do these people have? The fourth son came to the stone door and called upon the god. The fourth son said, "Hey God, my kin possess extraordinary gifts, yet still they toil. Must I do the same, or may I simply rest and enjoy the wealth their labor has earned?" The god answered, "I cannot command the minds of your kin, but I can grant you what you desire." The fourth son closed his eyes and fell into eternal slumber, living out his dream life within the god's illusionary realm. "Who's there? No use hiding. Come on out. Hey, Gusnor, tell me you saw that. Someone was just there." On the fifth day, the fifth son, too, stood before the stone gate, calling upon the god. The fifth son said, "Hey, great God, we thank all you have given us. We are content, but could you dwell among us and grant us your blessing forever?" The god replied, "I cannot linger in this place, but I shall teach you how to call upon me." The fifth son went back to the village and wove the god's tale into a song. Everyone heard it, all but the fourth son, who would never wake. Even the lambs listened, and soon the village placed its faith in the divine. Hi, Blazes, you scheming rat. This was your work, wasn't it? What have you done to me? You clench your fists with the last of your strength and lunge at the thin figure ahead. Gusnar sidesteps with ease, and you crash into the ground, too weak to lift your head. A pair of familiar shoes enter your vision, while Gusnar's voice echoes through the cave. Wait, what was the point of this story? Was it just to... On the sixth day, the villagers gathered before the stone door, calling out to the god. But the god was nowhere to be found. You recognize the figure before you, Civic, but your eyelids are too heavy to hold open, and the world goes dark. On the seventh day, the villagers, caught between fear and greed, concluded that the god had abandoned them, but because they had failed to offer a sacrifice. And they seized the fourth brother, the one who ignored the god's song, and raised him onto the platform. The story does not end here. The mural continues, but Gusnor says nothing more. Silence at last. That thought lingers in your mind as you feel yourself being lifted onto someone's back. Your carrier is thin, slight, unfamiliar, and definitely not Gusnor. The scent of grass lingers in the air. It's Civic. Then you fall into the abyss of unconsciousness, and time slips away. Once more, you return to this place, the deep, quiet dark of a dream. It welcomes you, soothing, cradling, just like your mother's womb. My thoughts are a mess. They're spinning 1,000 knots a second. Yes, but something is different this time. The crimson sunset is gone. The red-haired man is nowhere to be seen. Then tell me, what do I see? It's not what you see, but what you hear. Listen carefully. There's a sound, so quiet it almost isn't there. The princess is almost free from her little paradise, with no need to wait for a hero, so... Then it's up to me to stop the eyeliner. There's no need to wait for a hero. You are the arrow itself. Okay, we are on the last part of the story now. Oh, okay, let me look at this. There's no way out. I'll be trapped here forever. Hello? Hello? No. No, stay back. Please. Someone, help me. We were so close. We were almost free. Why would you ruin it all? Did I just kill her? Oh well. Is it different if I say kill the seagulls? Civic. In our language, it means deception, trickery, and lies. Wasn't that your game all along, Gusnor? This is a divine punishment. It's cyanide. That's not my fault, right? I don't have cyanide. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have hidden this from everyone. Unless... Civic! Civic! Did I just kill everyone? Why didn't you save me? You were right there at the bonfire. You refused to hear, refused to see. How much longer will you bury yourself in this dream? Okay. Wait, where's Axe Boy? Composer? What have you done? I started a fire. Yes. Alright, this is the last part. I'm the fire. Of that there is no doubt. All I sees is turn to light. All I forsake to ashes white. It's all coming back. I should have remembered sooner. How could they be here on the island? How could snow forests even exist? It's all a trap, a prison, a mirage. You all left long ago. The snow forest appears because Lagareth is still there, unburied. But I came, Lagareth. I moved on. I don't know if people who've done wrong deserves to leave. I know I was wrong, I confess. But when it comes to atoning, I want to do that after finding Utgarder. I know how to find him. Once I catch him, I'll drag him to atone. And then I want to see Valhalla. I want to see if you're there. That doesn't sound like me. Maybe it's because I've been stuck on this island for too long. thinking too much about spirits and death. Fishermen and their catch begin to stink after too much time together. I don't think I ever really used my brain before. My world was all training, getting stronger, staying happy. Thinking about life? That was always Hivliga's specialty. I laugh at him for it, but now I'm doing the same, even if I might not be thinking about it correctly. I've met a lot of people on land with plenty of ideas about death. The faithful think there's a paradise waiting. The astrologers say we return to the stars. The scholars say claim that the stars are just the universe, and the universe is just a great empty nothing. As for you, my kin, you'll claim your place in Valhalla. That much I know. But me, I'm a failed warrior, a fugitive who should have died long ago. Do I even have the right to follow you there? And if not, where will I go? I know where I ought to go, and it is in Valhalla. But if I end up in hell, your warriors will sit there and worry about me, won't you? Ha! As if anyone could bear eternity without me. When the time comes, you'll be eating and drinking without any taste. You'll be worrying just like the brooding poet. But if you do worry, could you, like I saw one night while lying in the wind, ride the winds and land with me? No point thinking about it. I'm not a child anymore. I can't keep expecting someone to fuss over me forever. So I've thought about it through, and the best choice is to go nowhere, to simply fade away like the Scandinavian snow, falling without a name, melting without a trace, so none of you will have to think of me. And that way I won't have to think about you either. I'm waking up now, and I plan to stay that way. I've got business to take care of, and I need a clear mind to tell a dream from reality. And if you don't mind, leave me alone. Especially you, Hilfigo and Lagathara. Lagatha. I'm done listening to you. Well, I suppose that's about it. Who would have thought? I could barely string a few words together most days, but when I put my mind to it, I got plenty to say. Not bad if I say so myself. Well then, farewell everyone. Farewell, mother. Sheep's Island, Brunhilde, the end. Have you read the report? The cave collapsed, burying the villager of Sheep Island beneath the cliffs. No one knows why they gathered there, but they did not die from the falling rocks. The autopsy confirmed cyanide poisoning as the cause of death. Some, however, succumbed to the fatal arrow wounds. According to the latest reports, the investigator found shattered bowls amidst the broken stones, with blood and cyanide in each and every one of them. And that's the end of this route. So this is actually the ending I got the first time around, which does mean we kind of made the wrong choices. I think this is actually the most easy and common route to get, because from what I could tell, there are multiple ways to reach this ending. But with the other ones, it's a bit harder, because there's only really, from what I know, one way to reach those endings. Okay. So let's go back. I'm gonna skip through everything and try to get to the endings. The Vilufs never back down. Stay right there. You'll feel the wrath of Thor today. Your limbs, mindlessly controlled by instinct, move like helpless flesh. You throw a punch, trying to act like Thor. With a heavy swing, it's lighter than the mist of glitter thin's northern peak. The figure in front of you dodges it effortlessly, and you lose your balance, stumbling forward. Your legs give up on you. The pain's too much to bear. You fall again, harder, more embarrassingly, landing face first in the dirt. Sit up, idiot. He grabs you by the collar. His voice is calm but not gentle. The Vinland sunk. The Vilufs are all dead. Valiant by sea and land, how long have you been clinging to the past that already bled out? Damn. I don't get it, but that won't stop me from punching you. You can sense his rapid fire words. They're too much for your foggy mind. But two hellish whispers inside your brain are as clear as day. The Viluf sunk. The Viluf are dead. The Vinlands sunk. The Villas are dead. The Vinlands sunk. The Vilufs are dead. Shut up. Shut up. All of you. Shut up. Oh shit. What did I click on? You clutch your head and scream like a trapped animal. Suddenly, you swing a punch. But nothing happens. Maybe just a shift in the air. Then you notice your collar's undone. No idea when that happened. The red man turns and walks off, leaving a few words that get swallowed by the cold wind. All you catch is Civic, sounding oddly familiar. You want to call out to him, but your body's frozen. Not a single muscle will move. The night sky dropped an anchor, pinning that ridiculous red skull cloud ship right there in place, frozen in time. The world is symbolic. The pull of the symbolic world is too strong. The free spirit of the imaginary world will crash when they sober up. The wind from the midnight carries the buzz of the ship setting sail. Maybe his fleet is pushing him out to sea. Did you just leave me? Alright, so this is the same thing, so we're gonna leave this. Oh, shit. And we're gonna go into part 2. Okay. Place your bets. Wait, hang on, let me eat some more potato chips. I'm gonna eat a potato chip and wait, I'm gonna get a potato chip and eat it too. I remember watching a mother's basement video about the importance of the potato chip scene. And I think that's interesting. Is it working? Hang on, let me increase the speed. I don't think it's going faster. Is it autoplay? Yeah. Oh my god, I could eat chips now. Oh wait, so this is actually something interesting. They kind of mention this later in the story, but if you throw away but they kind of say like, he's like, oh, I figure out who's a good person based on if they keep my medals or not. And I'm pretty sure if you like, I played this before, and I didn't do this the first time around. I was just like testing shit and trying to figure out like the routes like by brute forcing. And I tried throwing it away one time. And that kills you, so we need to keep the friendship medals. Actually, you know what? Enough of this. We're just gonna skip it. Get to the next part. I feel like these are new dialogues, but like... You know what? Do we need to know the whole truth? on... Actually, was this open before? Because some things were closed off the first time around, actually. Okay, this is the same stuff. We're gonna skip through it. Change questions. I think I understand now. Okay, let's skip a bit forward and let's step through the narrow door. This is actually things we have done before, so we're going to skip it, go to Moonfrog, and we are going to leave and go back. And we are now on part 4, I believe. Oh yeah, for this one we have to choose this one, otherwise we die. Oh wait, I think I did this one the first time around, so we're gonna go put our faith in Civic. Yeah, there's like slight dialogue differences. Actually, wait, I don't remember him mentioning the well ventilated, so I think that's actually a little bit of a dialogue thing where... Okay, and now this should... Okay, we're gonna turn back to normal. Ah! Are you alright, Viluf? It's far from over. You're part of his plan, too. I'm part of Civic's plan. No, forget it. I was in my right mind. I misspoke. It doesn't matter. I'm not in Moonfrog now. Are you sure you're in the right of mind now? Yeah, I think so. But I don't really remember what you want to know. I don't know what happened. I don't even know how I got out. All I remember is flames. Can you really not remember? Or are you just keeping quiet because you know how I could report you? Right now, the Moonfrog massacre looks a little too much like your handiwork. Never mind if you believe me or not. We're done here. This should cover my trip to the manor just fine. Before you go, answer this. Civic brought down the Temporal Science Society with your help, but what was in it for you? Evidence against Otagar? Letters detailing every exchange between him and that manor. Civic has been on the island this whole time, so how did he manage to get his hand on them? Civic had his own arrangement with the manor, deeper ones even. Now can I leave? Viluf, you better take another look at the records. These are the notes of the parish priest kept about Moonforgar's islanders. And here are the survivors' statements. You told me a red-haired man who often appeared around you, guiding you, clearing your mind. But the record said that no man with red hair on the island. Are you saying I imagined him? If he was an hallucination, tell me his name. His name was... Think harder. Did the red-haired man ever interact with anyone else? Isn't it always just him with you when you're alone? It's as if your mind has been speaking to you all along. Unable to accept the death of the Vilufs, your mind created an image of someone with the same family traits. Someone emotionally stable, able to calm your nerves when you're on the edge of breaking down. Also, so that's why he's called clear irrationality. Also, the Moonforgar you described doesn't match what I know. The island was eroded entirely by glaciers. It was barren. How could you have seen so many tree stumps and snow-covered forests? That's impossible. I think there's one explanation. After all your time on sea, two landscapes have become imprinted into your mind. So deep they carved into your very bone. One is Moonforgar, the other is the snowfield where your mother froze to death. North of Scandinavia, in the forest, your mother held you in her arms, shielding you from the wind and snow with her body heat until lumberjacks found you. But she... No, that's a lie. Lycus has died valiantly in battle. She would never have died like that. You're lying to me. The opal you mentioned is probably just another manifestation, like the red-haired man. You had no real connections on Moonforgar. You were constantly on edge, afraid, but still wanting to know the truth. So you created Opal, your middle ground, a friend who understood both the new and old theories of time and space. You think it's too strange to be real? No, you're wrong, dead wrong. I met stranger folks than him on my voyages. Then tell me, how do you explain this? First, he doesn't even have a proper name. Opal was a gemstone. Second, he was never seen by anyone else, only by you. And third, the most undeniable truth. You claim Opal was with you when you left Moonforgar, and that he led you to safety. But when I found you, you were alone. I saw no one else. Hallucinations. Are they hallucinations? Are they part of my mind? The voices in my head. If they are hallucinations, how do I make them stop? The answer is obvious. They're you, but there's only one of you. I understand now. The one who survived, it was me. I get it now. Is there anything else you need to ask me? Yes, but get some rest first. You look even worse than before. Alright. The next morning. Gilman, the girl with the red hair, she's gone? No, that's not it. I mean, she's missing, but forget it, just follow me. What on earth is going on? The merchant ship's leaving today. They went to ask if she needed anything, but she never answered. We opened the door, and there was a man in her room. A man we'd never seen before, and he was dead. Who? We don't know him. Nobody does. He looked like a beggar, but had this yellow hood over his head, and in his hand, a shriveled sunflower. Opal? Do you know who he is? Opal. Moonforgar is real, and so is the Opal. It's the same island known to the outside as Sheep's Island. An islander once explained that they renamed it out of respect. Moonforgar is an anagram of Afrogramon? Sheep's Island at Brunhilde. The end. You got anything to say now? No. Okay, so I think for the last one, we can theoretically get it done. We're just gonna follow him deeper into the cave. Then I'll stop the seagulls. Let me see. Will this change it? Okay, no, that brings me to that ending. So we didn't get a new one. Okay, one more ending. So that is going to be ending 4, I believe. Let me see. Oh, this is actually kind of similar to my first route. Okay, what did you see? Kinda. Did I not click this originally? What the fuck? I do sometimes think, like, it would be nice to, do these, like, I feel like I kind of want to read these stories, like, because they're, like, with, like, the parts where they bridge off, it's, like, really different, right? Oh, shit! Oops. Sorry, Philip. I didn't mean to do that. I wasn't paying attention. So it just shows. Yeah, this is like almost exactly the choices I made the first time around. Damn, if only I did this one first. I'm gonna always choose that. Okay, part 3. Yeah, I chose this the first time around as well. Whoever posted the guide on Reddit, thank you so much. This bit is a little bit different though. I'm gonna close the narrow door. Okay. That part is done, and now we're going to this part. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Whoopsie daisy. I like how for this chapter they give you, like, they make it sound like you can choose it. Because I remember I just died. So I don't know why they're acting like that's a choice I can make. Oh, this is new. We haven't done this, so I'll read it a bit. It doesn't actually give you much information. I wonder if they give you more information like when you play through things the first time around. I played through this before. We're getting close to the end. Watch it. Did I? Oh yeah, shit. I did this one before. Okay. I'm gonna follow him deeper into the cave, and we're gonna skip this because we read that before, and we're gonna stop the seagulls, and it's just the same thing. So we're gonna enter Moonfreckle, and we're gonna play out the final ending. Oh shit. Gonna play out the final ending. It's time to wake up, child. What just happened? You fainted while I was telling you about the mural. The cave low-frequency pulse likely overwhelmed you, making you see and hear things that weren't there. Have some water. The stone door is open. You're free to leave whenever you're ready. Sorry, Mr. Gustnerv. I think I might have been wrong about you. Ah, so you thought I was some kind of wicked fiend to take your life? No, I thought you were a kind of person who just silenced anyone who disagrees with you. Oh, hardly. If a man flies into a rage over mere disagreement, it only proves his arguments are built on sand. Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess so. It's no different from someone swearing blind that 1 plus 1 makes 3. You shake your head, maybe chuckle, but anger? Never. You just simply pity the poor thing and ignore them. So do you truly have no doubts about this stuff you're researching? Reckon you can break it down for me? What's the big idea behind all of this? Thinking of joining the Temporal Science Society, are you, little Viluf? Well, you better brush up on your studies first. Huh? And how did Viluf get in? Because he was once bright enough to grasp our work and have faith in it. Father, everything is in order. The celebration grounds are clear, and the people are ready for the night's festivities. You sense Civic hearing you express your interest in joining the Temporal Science Society. You anticipate a change in expression, but instead he keeps smiling. Heh, Father's only teasing you just now, Brunhilde Viluf. Welcome to the Temporal Science Society. You're not. It was all a test. I kept some things for you, but it was necessary. One can be both cunning and noble, cruel and kind, driven by hate, yet bound by love. I always knew you would walk this path with us. After all, you crave redemption, and that itself is the kingdom of eternity. You belong to this place now. Sheep's Island, Brunhilde at the end. Okay, so that ending cannot be canon. Because if we belong there, we don't leave the island. And theoretically, either no one dies or we don't die with them. I don't really know. But yeah, for the most part, everything is completed. We have read almost all of the dialogue. We did skip a little bit within the boat scene. I believe that was here for the place your bets. But otherwise, I think we mostly read through the story to completion. Something else? There we go. Wait, why am I adept? I don't want that. I'll just have that. Nothing else. Level 7 account, I'm not playing this. Anyway, so that's the end of the story. Thank you guys for watching. And tomorrow, theoretically, we are going to be doing the next part of the story for the... what is it called? The Star event. The Truth and Inference, the new Chinese anniversary event. Enlightenment Under the Stars. We're going to be doing the next part. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.